to Loud Minds Podcast with me, Adi, Tom, and Lovin.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. And this is our 10th episode. Yay! Yes! Finally, but it's just 10. Come on, man.
Where's the cake? The fact that we lasted 10 episodes is pretty impressive, bro. With,
Yeah,
the,
that's
with
true.
like the amount of things we had going on, with studies and also this and
Other issues,
life,
And stress.
and stress.
which is gonna be our main topic today.
Yes, stress.
But
More serious.
Feel about this 10 episodes doing this.
Good.
Good.
I'm
Good
happy. I'm happy we lasted this long.
Yeah.
But, it is a bit
We had a
tiring.
good start, though. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good start.
We had a good. One of our main co-hosts suddenly left midway.
We could. I think we've been avoiding that topic, but I think we can start talking by now about
Yeah, because
why and all that.
by next episode, we will be solving that problem. Most likely.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We are working agreements, contracts and all that.
Contracts,
It's all big.
percentage.
Yes, business. Professional.
Business. We've been calling that our business right from before we even planned. Yes.
Yes, because a business is about making money, and this podcast is about making money. You think I care? You think I care about anything else?
No, we are supposed to make money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
FYI,
slow
Owen is
process.
brutally honest.
Yeah, I am a very honest man, which is good. Honesty is the best policy.
Yes.
Yes.
And what other issues have we faced apart from our co-host?
It's
Which
mainly
was this?
it's mainly just time management. I think it's like with the because currently, if you guys don't know, I have my own business, so like I have to handle that business, the podcast, my family stuff, and also college, right? And that's like 25 hours of work which I'm supposed to do in 24 hours.
You
So
can
I need
borrow
to
1 hour from the next day.
Oh yes, but then what happens to that hour then? Then I have to borrow 2 hours.
You
from
have
the
a
next
debt.
day.
Just keep carrying it forward.
Then
Very
once
smart.
you finish your
So
college,
that-
then you can pay that debt.
Yes,
So
you
when
can
do I
eventually
sleep?
pay it back
When do I sleep, Tom?
when you're done.
With the debt.
Yes, when you're done with life.
Just sleep permanently.
You sleep forever, what? Yeah.
It does not
It's a
sound
good
very
rest.
nice.
You're sleeping 1/3 of your life. Come on, hustle.
I think I've hustled. enough.
Lovin's what? 1/5?
Yeah, 150 is enough hustling, Tom.
So Tom, what about you posting on YouTube and all?
What about me? I think out of all of you guys, I have the least stressful jobs. It's just
Yeah.
publishing the podcast. So thank you guys.
Don't worry,
Uh,
Tom. Don't worry. We will fix the problem by the end
Yeah.
of next week. We will give you a harder task.
okay, and it's basically I'm useless. That's it.
No, Tom.
I know.
Yes, Tom. You know what? Yes.
yes. I'm here to talk.
I tried to say something, but I couldn't think up of anything. Tom. My brain is just like
Don't worry,
like-
Tom. From next week, you handle Insta, you handle the editing, take everything.
Tom, you'll handle
We'll
everything.
give you work.
We'll
Yeah,
give you
Sense of belonging to this podcast.
I think
Small.
that would mean the official end of Loud Minds podcast.
work.
When the two of us leave.
I remember months back when we were planning, we had like this meeting and you were like delegating tasks, and when it came to me, you guys were like, "What does Tom do?"
We have nothing left.
We have nothing left. All the tasks are given.
So like we are like, you know what? Tom needs some work. We'll let him upload and handle the titles of the videos and all that, which he has done well. So thanks, Tom, for making sure the titles are set and everything's always on time.
Welcome. Yeah. So it is quite good that you're a little bit useless. There are advantages to it.
Who, me or you? Piss off.
Me.
Tom.
Me. You're,
No. The thing is,
You don't call me
Tom-
useless after I said you were good, Tom.
I didn't say
Tom
you were
is the most
useless.
free out of the three of us. He's
Yeah,
not taking college and he has the least to work. Come on.
yeah,
But I do have
But
work at home.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's
yeah,
making a website for Loud Minds.
yeah. We plan on making a
Yes,
website.
which will be
Hopefully,
coming out quite soon.
yeah. So you guys can check out there to get to our other medias much more easier.
Mm-hmm.
And so apart from that and all, stress. So what have you guys been facing this past few weeks or something?
It's like a therapy session, bro. You sound
It's
like a
okay.
therapist. So guys, how you feeling?
Stress.
Stress.
Adi is our therapist. Okay,
Yeah,
let's open
good.
up our
Yes.
problem to
I
him.
make you laugh.
Yeah,
That's not what
true. Adi,
therapists do, Adi.
yes, Adi is like a stress killer at times.
Yeah.
Like he
At the
makes us
wrong
laugh.
times.
And there's
Well,
no
not
Yeah,
wrong
really.
time,
both,
Adi.
both.
Yeah, I've not been having a lot of stress because I don't have college and all. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
living
think
a little.
I
Yeah, go
think I I'm very stressed
Yeah,
and
you
on.
are right
I
from the
need a
start.
Right
Since
yeah.
from
your birth.
school time, yeah, you've been stressed.
So that's why like I need to cause what I think I need to do is cut down on what I'm doing, you know. I need to cause I think I'm already biting too much more than I can chew, right? I just don't
Hmm.
know what to cut out.
Go on a diet.
No, I mean, oh my god, they are a horrible therapist. um, like I cannot be doing,
Handle.
I cannot be handling my personal business, the podcast, college, my personal life, and my social life all together. So I need to find a way to either make it more efficient or to cut out something. But I don't want to cut out
Sacrifice
something.
you.
Yeah, because what do I sacrifice, man? I don't know what to
Not us,
sacrifice.
huh?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Not this podcast, please.
Don't worry.
It's our
Well,
10th episode.
have you tried like probably stopping something for like a while
Like,
instead of cutting it out, like halting it for some time? Like probably from your business, you take probably a couple of weeks off, to gather all your other things right, make your time management good, and then you slowly slot in your personal business work in. Have you tried?
yeah, I plan. That's why we plan on doing a break for a
Yeah,
short while next week. Next week
after
we
this
plan on
podcast.
yeah after the 10th episode we're taking a 1 week break where we won't post anything. Just one episode will be missing
Sorry,
out.
guys, but
Sorry
it's
guys.
technical error.
Not technical error.
No.
We just need to sort shit out. It's too much shit and we haven't flushed the toilet.
It takes us one
Very.
week to flush the toilet.
Yes. Yes.
There's something stuck over there. Yeah. We gotta
So
pump it out.
that 1 week where we're taking a break, I just plan on organizing myself, seeing how I can work on my social and private life, my business and all that. See how I can manage all that and still get at least 6 hours of sleep.
Hmm.
At
8
least.
is the average low wind, and you're saying at least 6.
Nah, I think 6 hours a day is enough. 8 hours is too long, man. That's
Yeah, I
like
know, bro.
1/3 of
8.
your day.
I feel the optimum is like around 7.
I
8 is
I,
too long.
I would
6,
say
I think 6 is also not bad.
yeah. As long as you get
Uh,
between 6 to 8 hours of sleep, you should be alright. So if you're not
and
getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep, check what's wrong and try to fix it. Because in a short run, it's fine. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 nights you sleep 5 hours, 4 hours, fine. But if you're continuously doing this, it's going to add up. You're not going to be able to think straight. You're going to be very tired. You're going to be very grumpy, which is not good.
Yes, he's speaking from experience. We have
Yes.
seen him come to school as dead as a zombie,
Yeah.
and he
It's
just
not.
vents out all his stress. Like there was this one time in school where he was just like he was not, his mouth was not closing, he was just venting out all his frustration, his problems, and I was right next to him, and I was
Uh,
not actually listening to him, but that much talk just entered my head started ringing. I couldn't think straight during the school break time. I just collapsed. I like blacked out in the field, out in the hot sun, and like everyone was around me. They like splashed water on me and stuff, and they're like, "Yo, are you okay?" I couldn't think. My head was I was just blank. That guy put all
Logan is
his.
the worst therapist. He'll make you go crazy.
No, I didn't say I wanted to be a therapist, okay? I'll be a horrible therapist. I have a lot of problems I need to solve by myself right now.
And he decided to just vent it all out in front of me.
Hey, Tom,
Just,
you were
just
caught in the crossfire, okay, Tom? Your fault for being there.
well, what do I do? We were having class together. You want me to run away from class?
Okay, fair enough.
And yeah, ever since that day, I made a small distance away from Loven. I'm like, if he talks about stress, I'm gonna stay away from him.
Okay,
I
thanks
have
for
some
being a good
work to
friend,
do.
Tom.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I've gotta
Thank-
go.
I
Thanks
gotta
for being a
pee.
good friend, Tom.
But at times I've helped you. I've given you advice and stuff.
Yeah, you have.
Because we
Yeah.
don't have anyone else.
No,
So
piss
sad.
off, Adi. You don't help at all. Tom helps sometimes. I would say one person who's really helped out a lot of my stress and dealing with all these problems would be my ex geography and history and Malay teacher. They're all the same person. I'm not gonna say her name, but she
Miss
helped me
C.
through. Yeah, Miss C. She helped me through a lot of stuff with dealing with this, which helped me get through school and get good grades.
All-
Otherwise, I don't think I would have done that well because
I think
like,
all schools should have a teacher like her.
No, I
yeah,
think
To
all schools
relax.
must have like a counselor, so
yeah.
Yeah.
She was basically our counselor, but she did it for free because our school is.
it wasn't like official, like you could go any time and meet her, but only if she's like free, then you could go because she had to teach the subject as well. But I
Yeah,
A lot
think
of
every
subjects.
school,
We did 3 for almost
yeah.
each class. 2 to
But I
3.
really think every school needs like a counselor who you can
yeah,
talk up to your problems and they can help you. Students really need that.
yeah. I think
Like, the common
nowadays,
stress mainly is for about studies for
yeah,
And
teenagers in
exams,
this
yeah.
generation.
I think nowadays, especially this generation, there's a lot of stress because it's like a lot
Yeah.
changing, especially with the previous generation, like our parents, and then their generation. Their views are completely different. They don't share the same views at all, or at least
Yeah.
very little views. You know,
Yeah.
it's not good. So there's a lot of stress which happens from there. But like for like the older generation, they have ways of dealing stress because they're more independent. Whereas for our generation, we cannot just be like, oh, I'm going to skip school today and work on myself. You cannot do that, right? If not, your
Mhm.
parents will just whoop you or something. So yeah, stress is a big problem now for this generation.
Yeah.
It's like unwanted stress, that's the
Yeah.
main thing.
Yeah, like
If
okay,
it's
for my
something important, then fine.
yeah,
But for like studies, marks, and all, and
Yeah.
other little things,
It's
you-
mostly the
sum up
parental
to a big
pressure.
thing.
yeah. If you willingly put yourself in stress, for example, me, right? Like I'm fine with if I choose to do the work and there's a lot of work and I become stressed, right? I don't mind because I chose to be in that situation. But let's say something like what Tom said, parental pressure and also school pressure. Like we don't choose to get that stress.
Hmm. And especially us as Indians and Asians,
Yeah.
the parents they really have high expectations of you. Like,
Way high.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, as long as you do your best, that's enough. Because it's in the end, it's you who's going to excel, not your parents.
Tom, you seem like a very cool, like very low pressured guy, right? I've always known you as this very calm, chill.
It's very difficult to guess what Tom's thinking, though.
Yeah.
Out of all the others.
That's why like Tom just seems like a very, and what also Tom has said, he has not as much stress, right?
Yeah.
So how do we become more like Tom? Because I think Tom would be like the best state of mind to be in, right? Not too
We
much.
don't know
stress.
Tom yet, but
Well, okay. To be honest, at times I don't open up. I deal with the stress myself, but I don't go to like because I don't really have parental pressure. My parents, I'm really glad and I appreciated that my parents, they don't set high expectations of me. They're like, even if you get a B, they're really happy for me, you know.
Tom, they once did.
No, not really, because as long as I put all my effort into it, then they're happy, you know. So it's not like if I get like a 96 and they ask where are the 4 marks, you know. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like that. So as long as they see an A or an A star, it's just the same. You know, I mean I did good. So I didn't have like a lot of parental pressure on exams and studies. I think with the workload of studies, yes, I did. I hate math. I had a lot of
Same.
like stress on math
I hate
because
math
I
also, Tom.
couldn't do anything at all, and everything requires math. So I really had to get my mind together. I went
And
like
now
to
in college, chemistry, physics, everything requires max, Tom.
yeah, everything requires
Yeah,
math.
and Tom, you want to do physics and chemistry, right, for A levels?
Yes.
Don't worry, Tom, you'll get stressed soon. It's
Well, we'll
about
see.
time you experience our level of stress, Tom, me and Adis.
Well, I've coped up with the stress that I've had in school so far, so
Yeah,
if I can probably continue that for college, it'll be good. I know
yeah.
my ways and methods.
So, Tom,
And
Surprisingly,
What are the methods, Tom? We need to
what are
know.
the methods?
Help out the
Meditation,
viewers.
meditation, and I pray.
Oh shit, you
So,
meditate?
well, not like legit meditation. I just like lock
Yeah,
myself out of
silence. Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
like
that silence, you know, like I close my eyes and just do some breathing exercise. I lock the door, I sit in my room, I
that's a
leave.
little difficult for me. I stay in my room for more than
yeah,
10 minutes for nothing. My parents will be like, hey, what are you doing here? Come on and sit over
yeah.
there.
I mean, for me, like I don't like not doing anything. If I have any free time, I feel like I have to do something, right? Because then I get lost in my
Yeah.
thoughts and I
Yeah.
start overthinking. I have to do something. I have to be busy all the time.
And
I've
I
been feeling
found
the same way in the past few months.
Yeah, it's not it's
I've
not a good feeling, but it's better than overthinking, right? I rather feel
Mm,
tired than overthink.
mhm.
true.
And I found like many different ways to de-stress myself. I'm the type of guy, if I go out to my garden, I feel no stress at all for some reason. If I look up in the sky, like at the clouds, I feel some sort of serenity or something, you know, that
Lucky.
I'm just calm. So
Mm.
I'm a very, I
That's
think, down
unfair,
to earth
Tom.
person.
What if we
Yeah.
don't have? What if we don't have gardens, huh?
What
What
you
are
don't
the?
have sky
Yeah, Tom. Hey, what?
inside homes?
Well, you can't stop the sky from showing, right?
Yeah, but what about garden? Hey, ignore Adi and the sky thing. but what
No,
about
but
gardens, Tom?
I de-stress myself with photography. I do photography.
You can
So
listen
that
to music.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
one of
Yeah,
the
I
best
like
ways.
dancing, so that's another way to de-stress yourself,
Yeah, that's
you know.
good.
And I
So
like listen
basically,
back to the classics and stuff, which makes me feel good. So yeah,
so basically, do your hobbies.
yeah. Do your
Yeah.
hobbies, distract yourself for some time away from like the things that are keeping you stressed.
Tom, I need some advice. Sadly, now my hobbies is my job and my education. So
And
I
his
thought it
life
would
is
be
his
fun,
stress.
but it's not fun anymore. Because I'm not drawing because I want to draw. I'm drawing because I have to draw. And the stuff I draw is not
Not
very nice. I don't
not
like.
yet.
Is
It's
Not
it
not
yet.
for
my
your
style.
business or for
No,
college?
business like I draw when I want what. So like I don't mind,
Yeah,
but like for college I have to draw specific things which is not my style, right? Like my
Hmm.
style
it's
is
college for a
cartoony and
reason,
more
Robin.
doodly.
I have
Yeah,
to do physics and
but-
chemistry questions, which I don't like. It's
yeah.
Uh,
college. No one likes.
I think a good way to like one thing which we have to change, I think, is the education system because
Yeah,
I think it's ineffective and causes a lot of stress as well, right?
like
yeah.
I've seen elders talking about it that most of what we learn isn't being that useful.
Yeah, it
Not
is
Hmm.
not
the
that
Yeah.
useful.
We
yeah.
learn a
I
lot.
like I learned Pythagoras theorem. Who cares? Like, what am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
Like we don't use formulas in life, in
Yeah.
work or something.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
depends on
And
what work you want to do. I think the problem with our current education system, at least in Malaysia, I can't really speak for the rest of the world, is that it's too science focused, right? Like the main focus is on science jobs. They want you to become doctors, engineers,
engineers,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
lawyers are
That's why
more.
there's such a high concentration on biology, physics, maths, and maths. But then like they never ever advertise or encourage students to take like take business studies or take arts or take history. That's why you always notice in like the biology and physics classes all got like 15, 20 students, and then for like
business studies.
art history, business studies has less than five, seven,
In
eight
our class
maths.
itself.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
out of like a class of 20, only like four of them would be like art main, and then the other 16 would be like
Add
science
maths,
main.
chemistry.
And like to me that's quite a dangerous contrast, because in a world, in an ideal world, it should be a balanced 33%, 33%, 33%. 33% or mainly on business, 33% mainly on art, 33% mainly on science. Then at 1%
Yeah.
they can piss off. That's
We
how it
just
Not
should
like
be.
that. It's that 1% can maybe what shift to
The
other
the 1% is already
sciences
rich.
or
it's the flexible one.
The 1% is the one which becomes rappers,
entertainers.
entertainers. But arts also
Entertain.
entertain what. So
So are we those 1%? No, right?
the 1% is the very rich. Okay, the 1% is
Okay,
the
okay.
super rich.
Then fine.
Then the other 99% is, 1/3 is science, 1/3 law, 1/3 art, 1/3 business. So it's quite scary. Like it's not very good that currently our education system is producing like 90%
Science
science,
based.
8% business, and then only 2% art.
Mm-hmm.
Like the arts and stuff itself based,
Oh no, wait.
teachers are not encouraging the students to take it. It's just their personal interest. Whereas most teachers are and parents preferring their children to take science based,
Yeah, I mean,
thinking that it's
a country
more easier.
creates the education system according to what the future of the country would be, right? Because if they move more into arts and stuff, there wouldn't be like engineers, so there will be like a shortage of engineers.
No,
So
not
some
okay.
I
Like
don't. We're
Tom,
having
some
unemployed engineers all
currently
over the world.
there is too much engineers.
Yeah, that's
There
true.
is too much engineers and doctors in the world, Tom. Like has to wait for like 8 months minimum to find a job. Some of her friends had to wait for like one and a
Few-
half years, 2 years just to find a job in
And
a
those
hospital.
jobs will be a expecting experience
You know,
when it's your
and
first
yeah,
job. Come on.
yeah.
yeah.
And Malaysia is like a tourist country, so it makes sense to have more art base, right? So we
Yeah.
can make this a much
Not
more
just
better
arts, like
tourist site.
other than science itself.
Yeah, like I said, like it should be a balance
Yeah,
33% between business, art, and science.
they could. Schools also teach students how to handle money and put in banks. I don't think people are
Yeah,
introduced to it at all,
yeah.
just
I
by the
think
Yeah.
parents, and it's a very little percentage that they're learning.
yeah, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
be moving soon to an apartment, and I have no idea what the hell is going on. I realize rent is not the same as utility bills, and I'm like, I have to pay both. What?
Yeah, they're probably, yeah, they should have it in school, like
Yeah,
especially like
Yeah,
when we have our extracurricular activities,
yeah.
like we
like at the age of year 7, year 8, that class, it's good. You
Not
can
year
focus
seven, year
more.
eight. Year 7, year 8, they should focus on discovering themselves and what topics they want to do.
yeah,
Year 10,
probably year 10 onwards.
like how some schools have 3 days of ECA, right? Co-curriculum.
Yeah,
We should have
yeah.
something like that. So like one day for sports,
It
one
must
day
be a
for
compulsory.
yeah. So like
So
one day sports, one day like personal skills
yeah,
like chess, debate, and then like on Friday we can have like compulsory like life lessons on how
mm,
to handle like bills, how to cook, how to handle problems, how to handle money, all that. I think that should be quite important in making a good society, you know.
yeah.
Hmm.
And in like earlier classes, like in schools in Japan, they teach manners and all. They don't have exams till the class of year three or
I
something.
mean, we have moral, so
Like
We
what are we
moral,
learning
but
in moral?
I mean, okay, our moral is basically an
Just for the
extra.
name of it.
Moral is an extra period for our teachers to use. We don't really,
yeah.
For other teachers,
yeah, we don't really focus too much on that.
most schools are like that, or they just what even in the time when we did moral, we just had a piece of paper. We read about something.
Yeah.
We don't even
And
remember
then
most
our
of it.
teacher will start talking about China and
Politics.
India.
Politics. Yeah.
They'll be talking about something moral, and then all of a sudden you see, because India has this problem, you know. Then he'll look at Adi. Hey, Adi, you're from India,
No, no,
right?
no, 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 don't worry. He thinks I'm Bangladesh or Yemen. I don't know for what reason. I look the most Indian out of all, but
Yeah.
he thinks I'm from Bangladesh.
but but yeah, he escalates things too quickly into politics. He
Yeah.
just like brings up the countries for some reason.
Yeah. A good way to to like skip class or to waste some time in class. I like to just bring up politics with sir, and
Hmm.
then we'll start talking about it. Good days, good
It's
days.
really fun to
Yeah,
make teachers talk about something rather than subject and
yeah. And so I think moral like discipline should be another
yeah.
thing which is important. Not like
Hmm.
military discipline, like manners and all that
Just
should be,
Manner.
yeah.
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 And also more cool teachers. So we get to know the teachers, because it's better to learn with someone who you know better, who you trust better. Like Miss C,
True.
the one which helped with all the stress.
Yeah.
Like I think the reason why I did so good, cause and the reason why I didn't feel so stressful doing her subjects was cause it did she didn't feel just like a teacher. She was a teacher, but she was also like a friend. And it's easier to
Yeah.
learn from friends.
Yeah, she could identify whether we were in the mood to, study or if we are really going through something. And
Yeah,
she would always ask us, and if we asked for free time, she would give it,
I mean, depending if you
depending,
if
not
if
Most
if
of the
always.
times. Yeah.
if you follow your time properly, you study properly, she'll give you free time because she understands that we don't need this much time to study something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It should be the same with like others
I
teachers and
missed
all
her
that.
lessons though in year 10 and year 11.
Yeah, but you left
Uh,
there, you
no, no,
wanted to
no.
go for something
Had
harder.
to
What?
choose subjects, what? Not something harder,
What
like
was it?
the marks. Accounting. I chose accounting instead of history.
Hey,
I mean,
history.
I got higher marks.
How
I
do
would
you
have.
know? Did you take the history IGCSE exam?
Did you take? How much did you get?
I forgot.
I
I
don't
got
have
A.
much interest in history and all.
I like history. It's very entertaining.
Like the first week itself, she gave like 15 page of notes.
Yeah. No,
Whoa.
Adi, those notes, I'm
yeah,
going to be honest with you, I never read.
But
yeah, and none of
yeah,
us read the notes.
All I did was
I
Google.
mean, for history, I think for history, we were like more into like videos and
Yeah.
on the
So
internet, we like found
basically,
out information.
yeah. So basically, when I'm done with a subject, I go back home and I just Google a video to watch about it, because it's quite entertaining.
Yes.
so other than studies, what are the common stress teenagers face?
I
Definitely
think bullying,
bullying. Yeah.
Bullying?
Bullying
No.
can be a different
bullying,
podcast
Yeah.
because
We
that does
can keep
cause
it
yeah,
stress,
for
but
another
that's like a
podcast.
whole, that's like a large topic we should talk about.
Yeah. What about relationships? Like these
Like what kind of
people are
relationship?
talking about girlfriends and
Yeah.
boyfriends at this young
Yeah.
age. It's
I
I
was
find it
talking
kind of
about.
not so needed at this age.
it,
Yeah.
it's too
People are
soon.
so into it.
Yeah. I feel people are pressured into getting girlfriends and
Yeah.
boyfriends. I just don't see the point. My
It's just basically a best friend. You can just call them best friend, be a good friend to
yes,
all instead of just
sexually
choosing
active best
one.
friend.
And no, 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 not that much. No, way, not that much.
Okay, Adi, okay. Understandable, understandable.
Just those who hang out, right? We can just
Yeah,
call them friends, have a group of them instead of just
a
being
group of
like
girl. You want a
couples.
group of girlfriends, Adi? Oh my god,
Girlfriends.
Adi,
Because
hey, Adi,
nowadays we just
calm
say
down.
girlfriends and they are like, oh no, 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 please no. You're just a
Yeah,
normal
I
friend
think
to
now
me.
the word girlfriend and boyfriend has been like changed into a different meaning. Like if you have someone who is a friend, you usually say like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but now
Not
it's more
really.
like a
You just say
love.
friend. Do you say boyfriend? Like, oh, I have a boyfriend at school. No, you just say I have a friend at school. Like
You
I say,
can
this
say
is my.
boyfriend. It's just that this
I mean,
these
But
days it just
you
sounds different.
you
It has a
can. It
different
just
meaning.
no. Even back then, it was weird. But since like what 80 years ago, boyfriend has always mean like, oh, this is my significant other. Like I don't introduce to my friend. Like I don't tell my parents, right? This is my boyfriend Tom and my second boyfriend Adi. I don't say that.
Just
You know?
friend with
Yeah, just
gender.
friend. Just say friend.
my
You know?
friend who is a girl, my
Yeah, a
friend who is
friend. Okay, if you really need to emphasize that she is a girl, this is a friend who happens to be a girl. As you can see
Was
through her
born as
long
a girl
hair
and
and
is still a
physique.
girl.
Okay,
like
some word of advice for the viewers. Some word of advice from me, Lovin.
Wow.
Focus
Yeah.
on yourself first. You're too young. Get get a boyfriend or a girlfriend when you're ready. You should focus on yourself, and once you're done focusing on yourself, you've
When you're
found
serious
yourself.
about it,
Yes.
not
So
just for the sake of it, just to show off a little. Because most people are pushed into it
when you
because
feel
of
you can
friends who
talk.
are like, I'm not single, bro.
yeah, I
I've got a
used
girlfriend now. Yeah.
I used to be a bit like that. I'm a very love needy person. I like
Yeah.
love, but
Yes.
so I was
It's
very
just this
desperate back then.
generation.
Yeah, I was very desperate back then, but then I realized, screw love. I got my best buddies, Tom and Adi. I got to keep myself busy. And plus, let's be honest, I have a lot of problems on my own, like we talked about today, stress. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not good to not solve my problems first and then get into another person's problems, right? Because if you're going to get into a relationship with someone else, you're going to get into their problems as well, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
either thing is going to happen. It's either A, you're going to transfer your problems to your boyfriend or girlfriend, which causes them more problems, or B, you have to handle their problems now. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why my advice is to focus on yourself first. Once you have focused on yourself, you have found who you are, then you can start focusing on finding someone else.
Yes. Good advice, Lovind.
Yes, anytime, bro, anytime.
Not anytime. Not at night.
Yes.
I'm
Sometimes,
awake
Lovind.
at night, man. Just anytime.
No,
Just
at
at
night
night.
your mind's
At
not right.
night,
He goes a little high
yeah, a
Your
little bit high.
on
So
air,
my
on oxygen.
so my brain, the advice won't be as good, but still not too bad.
So, what other stress do teenagers face? Anything
mm,
else?
I think that's
teenager
the main ones.
Yeah, just
Is
studies.
the three main
And
ones is societal stress, where your friends stress you to do things, act a
peer
certain
influence.
way. Parental stress, where your parents is like, oh, you're not good enough. You gotta get A's. You gotta get
you
this.
can be better.
Yeah, and then school.
Motivating stress.
Yeah. No,
You can be better. You can
Motivating
do
stress.
better.
I've never heard
I've never
before.
heard of it. Adit, do not create new stress, Adit. There's enough stress.
It just doesn't have a name.
Yeah,
Okay,
parental
there
stress.
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
in general
parental
one.
stress, social stress, and I guess main would be school education stress, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, which we need to fix. Another word of advice, once again, you see, you guys are very lucky. You get two advice in one podcast.
more than that. Yeah,
Don't care about what other people say, right? focus on yourself. As long
Yeah.
as you're happy and as long as you feel like you've done the right thing, it's okay. Unless that right thing is like selling drugs to a child, then we might have some problems. But otherwise, basically, yes, as long
If
as
you
you're
realize
happy.
that you have done something wrong, correct it straight
If
away.
a few people say you're doing something wrong, don't listen to them. But
First, no, no, I
if the
think they should.
government,
We should first try to understand why they are saying it
yes,
before,
Yeah.
like just saying
yes,
no. Just understand and then think whose fault is it. If it's
yeah,
their fault, just don't care. Move on.
no, I don't like that mentality though. I like to fix the problem. If it's their
No, no.
fault,
If they are like complaining about us, if it's
yeah,
not
okay, yeah,
our
fair enough.
fault, then yeah, we've got more stress. But that's the general part we can talk
Yeah,
about.
but we're getting a break, so
Yeah,
reduce stress during that time. 1 week off.
just 1 week, guys. Don't
What do you?
worry, we'll be back. Listen to our podcast again if you want. Our
Yeah,
old ones.
yeah. It's just one episode, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Adi, what do you plan on doing during this break?
I still have to post on Insta every day.
Oh, good man, good man. Proud of you, Adi.
Most likely,
No
I
break for Adi.
might
No break
take a
for Adi.
break.
No, Adi. There's no break for you. You continue
I
doing.
mean, technically, I already had like a break last week, like a whole week's
Yeah,
break.
yeah. You had. I
How?
don't have. I don't
Oh
have
yeah,
exam
in
breaks, and
A levels,
semester
yeah.
breaks.
Because yours is foundation is just 1 year. Mine is one
Yeah,
and a
piss
half,
off.
man.
I still need a
Hey,
break.
that's true. At least like a week
Yeah,
per sem.
I don't even
Hmm.
have a midterm break. It's just
Hey, but the
continue.
problem, yeah,
What about
The
you, Tom?
prop.
What do you plan on doing?
What do I plan on doing? I honestly don't know. I think it's gonna be the
Wrong
same
answer, Tom.
no, I
schedule.
think Tom will be bored. Oh no, have to
No,
wait
no,
for
no.
next week to
Wrong,
record.
wrong answer,
Nah,
Tom.
I'm actually happy that we're not gonna record.
Yeah.
I do something else. Hey, but we have more time to work on our website. You
Yes, that's
know.
the
Yeah,
correct answer.
Yes.
To finish
So
and
yeah.
working on the website, and also
Mm.
to fix up the schedule, and hopefully bring in a new
our
member of the podcast.
new, old,
New, it's
kind of.
kind of
A new
new,
old.
bringing back a familiar face, hopefully.
Voice, yeah.
Yes.
Voice. So
Okay.
Probably inviting friends.
basically, this 1 week is not just a break. We plan on improving the podcast. If you've noticed, the past few episodes we had some sound quality, some editing issues. We plan on fixing that, making it more quality for you guys. So yeah.
It's for a better sake of
Mm,
this podcast.
yes.
Yeah. So guys, don't forget to subscribe us and like this video on YouTube. You can also listen to us on Anchor, Spotify, and Google Podcast, right? True. And do follow us
Yes.
on Insta and TikTok for more memes and updates. See you guys next week.